What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Queen Neffy. We are back for another super amazing, super dope episode of the Vibe Session, y'all. And listen, y'all already know we bringing y'all the hottest people that y'all need to know. And I got a really special treat in the building today. Y'all gonna want to tune in. Baby, we are seated, okay? We are seated. We have a very, very special guest. Y'all, today we sitting down with entrepreneur, artist, fashionista, community advocate, a Jackie of all trades, Renaissance woman, and a noteworthy Dallas cultural figure. Here to talk about her new music, y'all, new moves, and more. We have April London in the building. Make some noise, y'all. Let's clap for her. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. I'm saying it like we got an audience back here.
Look,
Clap
I
it up,
need
clap it up, clap it
that
up.
for my bio.
You did? Look,
Yeah,
I wrote this myself.
I need that for my bio.
I
'Cause
worked
that
hard
is
on
going
this.
in my bio from this point on. I'm not. Oh wow! Thank
I got you. I'm going to send it to you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
I appreciate you.
You
Thank for
look
having
beautiful as always.
me. I appreciate that.
Yes, I met you for the first time, what was that, like 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
at your listening event, which was a vibe.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I should have took me a plate home because the food was good. I ain't take me a
Was
plate.
good. I should have took me up some plates.
Yes.
but I didn't. I was trying to be cute, but I did eat.
You
but
did
I was
eat.
trying to be cute.
I get it
so.
because I try to be cute too.
Well,
But I feel like all the tastemakers were there. People I ain't seen it. I was like, where you been at? Like everybody who was somebody was in the building. So what does April London have right now in heavy rotation in the car? Like when you get in your car, what's in your playlist right now?
You know what? I'm kind of on like a high energy vibe.
Okay.
So the theme song to the album, It's a Wonderful Life, is really playing like back to back to back.
Gotcha.
And you know what? I used to like think it was like really like crazy. Every time you get in a car with an artist, they're always listening to their music. But now that I'm here, I do it. But for me, it's like I'm trying to remember all these words so that if I ever, get to the point where I have to perform like the song I didn't intend to, I know the words. So that's kind of where the repetition, but that song is just I've been vibing to it lately.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And I do it too, though. Like, when you're an artist and you hear your music, it's like you hear everything when you listen to it back. Like, okay, next time I might want to try this or that. But I do the same thing. Like, put my music on. I want to hear my stuff. So I want to get more into your journey and how you got into the music. But before we do that, I want to know a little bit about your influences. Like, who are people you grew up listening to, admiring in like the music business or artists?
See, I'm a music head, so I like everything.
Okay.
There was this period of time like I was like obsessed with British soul, and then I'll go into a different genre of music, but I like country, I like hip hop, I love rap, I love R&B. I mean pop, you name it. Like I'm listening to it. So, but I also like old school soul music and blues because I'm from Mississippi, so like we're heavy in the blues. I remember just thinking like as a little kid, maybe I shouldn't be listening to this, but that's the culture there. Like we love blues, and you'll hear like a lot of Southern soul. What some people might think is like ghetto gospel type, but it's really like a lot of blues influence that you hear in the music that just comes out as a part of just who I am.
Really, the best artists seem to have like a wide, versatile, and then the blues and the soul. I think R&B is like having a major comeback right now too.
Yes,
Like the
yes.
R&B albums have been crazy.
We need some love.
We need
We need some love in this
especially right now.
We need some love. Everybody
It's
need
like,
a hug, virtual through the music hug.
listen, we ain't ready to turn the club up right now.
Right.
I mean, once in a while, but right now it's like people are kind of searching for something more. You feel that too?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I am.
Me too.
I am.
Me too. Yeah.
And I read this article that says that that's why a lot of tech companies are buying old catalogs because people are going back, like listening and looking for music that resonates like with their soul and their heart and their feelings now.
Yes. Because music always tells us what's going on. If we in love or whatever we feeling, a lot of us turn to the
Yes.
music.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So,
Nothing like a good love song.
oh my God. See, they get you in trouble though. The good love song get you in trouble. Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
For sure.
So what's a perfect night out for you? Like if you hanging out or you want to do whatever you want to do for the night, what does that usually
If I'm
look
in
like?
Dallas,
If you in Dallas.
If I'm in Dallas, a perfect night out would be a casual like dinner, massage,
Ooh, okay.
yeah, some spa time at like maybe a nice hotel, you know, overlooking the city at the pool, sipping on some champagne because I don't drink liquor, but I'll drink some champagne.
Okay.
And then like that's it for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm very simple.
Yeah.
I
That's
like
a vibe.
experiences more than, you know, like, you know, I just like to experience something different. So like if you go to the Omni and you're on that deck and you go to another hotel, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
experiencing like how the view looks from all these different places.
Oh, did y'all hear that? She said she be at the views, okay? Views.
Yes.
And so we're going to get into that because I learning your story from what I read, you know, I'm like, man, she's dope. And I admire what you've been able to accomplish as a woman, as a Black woman. So I want to get into that. But y'all download the fact that she said she be having views, okay? We talking about balcony views. Oh, I seen all kinds of views on the Instagram. So a lot of people may not know this about you, but you have businesses.
Yes.
You do community work.
Yes.
And you're a fashionista. You're doing music, and you're doing all of these things. So, how, as a Black woman, do you overcome like the obstacles that are put in your way to do what you do? Because it's not easy, no matter who you are, but to do what you've been able to do. Like y'all, you own the weed spot, is that right?
I do.
And it's like, man, I've been in there. I had no idea. Like I never would. Like when BC told me, I was like, why didn't I know this? Like we need to be lifting her up and telling the people about what she's doing, because you're one of very few that can operate in that space. There aren't many Black women in that space, but I was sitting across from one. So you got to give us the tea, sis.
Yeah, the weed spot, it's been 7 years. August, it'll be 7 years. And it was purposeful that nobody knew that I owned it. I always feel like a business should be able to stand on its own merits. And yes, I am a Black woman and it's a Black business. But I feel like sometimes, you know, we are very now some businesses work by the owner being the spokesperson, right? But I wanted to set that business up so well, and I wanted it to run so well that it didn't matter who owned it. I want you to think it's corporate when you go in there, right? I want the customer service to be great, the products to be great, and sometimes, unfortunately, when you put yourself in it, people will look at you and they'll judge you versus the business. Now, we've been here 7 years, and I think we've earned the respect that we have to still be here and to be in a position where we have multiple locations. And I'm working on another one. And I think we've earned that now. But a lot of my businesses that I own, like, you know, unless you know me personally, you just would never know.
That's
You
amazing.
would just never know.
Did somebody give you that game?
Yes.
Or, okay, listen.
Yes.
Because, I mean, once I started getting into it, I was like, she probably owns stuff we don't even know about.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so what, we going to keep everything on the hush because you did that on purpose. So we ain't going to
No, I mean, I can
let...
talk about what they are. Like, I
Okay.
own vocational rehab companies.
Oh,
I own
wow.
chemical and alcohol dependency clinics.
Wow.
I own, I used to co-own a construction company, but now I have one of my own where I do new builds in Oak Cliff. We're fighting gentrification, trying to keep families in their neighborhoods, you know, as the bigger houses are going up. So it's a lot of like small things that you wouldn't know that I do. And actually, home building is my favorite thing to do.
Really?
I love designing a house, building it, and like creating, you know, the decor and how it's gonna look, and then like seeing a family move in.
Wow.
That's
So
like
when
the
I
best
build my
feeling.
house, I might have to hit you up.
I'm
like,
telling you,
what you think I should do with this room?
I'm telling you, I'm your person.
Okay.
I'm great with decor.
Wow.
Very good with decor. I'm a
I believe
creative.
that,
I'm an
yeah.
overall. That's why, you know, a lot of people are looking at me crazy about the music, but creatives are creatives. I suppressed this music. I suppressed it so long. It's just like if you've ever written in the car with me, this doesn't surprise you because I rap from the time I get in the car until,
Freestyle
yeah,
battles.
all the time.
You might need to do a Car Chronicles with the freestyles. You might be on something
I'm
with
telling
that.
you, don't start something.
You might be on something. Because the music is so time consuming. And I'm like, with all that you already do, it's probably hard to find the time to also do the music. How do you do it all?
I record at my house.
Okay.
And it's therapeutic at this point. So, you know, instead of going out doing crazy stuff, like this is what I choose to do with my spare time, gardening and the music.
So I want to get into the gardening because I saw that you do community work. You teach people how to garden.
I'm not the one personally that's there, but there are
Right.
people, we allow the space. But what I wanted to do when we first opened, I did used to teach gardening. In addition to that, we used to do like fruit and veggie boxes of organic products that I used to sell, sometimes from my garden, but sometimes like from other people's garden. And we used to box them up and have them there at the store. And then COVID happened, and then a lot of things that we did, we never brought back. So with everything that's changing in the world right now, you know, it could take just the snap of a finger, right? And our food chain systems are, you know, complex and they seem like, but in one day, like it can be difficult to get food. And so in thinking about tomorrow, you know, let's teach people how free food really is. Until you've grown something yourself and you've like grown it and eaten it, it just dawns on you how delicious it could be, number one. And number two, how simple it is. The sun and the water and God, they do all the work, you know? And so, you know, I just wanted to provide a space for people to learn about sustainable food and how easy it is. When I first started gardening, I did container gardens and arrow gardens. And that's for people who don't want to go and dig in the soil. You can get those little clear, you know, baskets, put pipes in them with holes in them where you can irrigate, you know, the bottom of the soil.
So you can grow it in like a bin.
You can grow it in a bin.
Wow.
And it grows perfectly. And so I just want people to be able to, you know, do that. So we offer it free. We give away free seeds, you know, and I think our community needs to go back to that or at least have the skill, right? So if something happens, you know, we're not pillaging for food. Like we eating, you know?
Yeah, and we got community.
Right.
And that is so on point. Like you were ahead of the times with that because now with the war and all this stuff going on and everybody's scared on social media, everybody's like plant your food, know who your neighbors are and all these things. It's like that comes full circle.
Plant your food can save your life.
Yeah.
Because when you do it yourself, you know what's in it, right? The most, I'll use neem oil or some other things for pests, but I can tell you something, like squash and zucchini, like you could just put those seeds out there. You're growing so many, like you're gonna have to give them away. You know, when other vegetables, I mean, when we grow so much food that we literally don't, like every day we're picking something. And so when I see people just going to the grocery store buying all these processed foods or foods that are full of pesticides, chemicals, heavy metals, molds, toxins, and I'm like, I got to do my part.
Yeah.
So, you know, it hasn't been like, I think the first time it might have been 10 to 15 people. We didn't have a good turnout, maybe 5 or so people this last time. But I want to get it to the point where the community knows, like, come learn about gardening. It might not seem cool, but we're going to find a way to make it cool.
Yeah. It's cool to me. I need to go. Is it too late this season?
So the first Saturday of every month, we have a meeting, a co-op meeting.
Okay.
So come learn about what you can plant now. But right now, it's prime time to start planting.
Because I have a garden bed that I've been looking at for 2 years, and I've been like, I'm gonna do something.
You
I have
have
not
to.
put down no seeds, but I
Come
need
on.
to.
Yeah,
I
let's
look
get
at it every
motivated.
day like I need to put down something, and I haven't done it yet.
Let's get motivated.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. And then my son loves fruits, and he just had candy on Easter. He don't even eat candy. He loves fruits and vegetables, and I always wonder when I go. I try to get organic, but I'm like, is it still good for him? Does it have I don't know. Does it have the pesticides? I try to soak it and do the fruit wash and all the things, but you always wonder what's in the stuff you buy.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get on it, y'all. Y'all get on it too, okay? And we gonna share all our gardening
For
pictures.
sure.
Okay, we gonna make it cool. We gonna make all of this cool. This what cool people do. There's been a lot of conversation, kind of based around the ban that's happening right now. And so in the business that you're in, how are you navigating that? I know there are like lawsuits that are happening and all the things. Or what do you think Texas is doing
Always
with
going
this
to be
ban?
optimistic
Okay.
about it. This isn't the first time that we've been
okay.
here. So this is probably like the 6th or the 7th time that they pushed it this far. I don't think that some of the laws, or I'd say regulations that they decided to impose, they had the legal authority to do. So a lot of that I feel like is going to be challenged successfully. So we'll just have to wait and see. The good part, I think, for me is when I initially started the Weed Spot, I wasn't a smoker. I had never smoked before, but there were personal reasons why I started that journey into the belief in cannabis. And I have a son with autism, and we were looking for some natural things for him. And the oils, the full spectrum oils, happen to work very well.
Wow.
And so I went down this journey of trying to figure out why this plant was so demonized. Like, what is it? Because in 20,000 years of documented usage, nobody's ever OD'd on it. I'm not saying that somebody can't get too high and get in a car accident, and I don't know the statistics on that. I'm sure it's happened. But just drinking alcohol kills hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people a year. So my question is, what is it about this plant that they don't like? And when I came down to it, it's financial and political, period. It has nothing to do with our well-being, our safety. Hemp destroys other businesses, right? And that's one of the reasons why I think that we're here now, because alcohol percentage in Texas is down. I think usage is down 40% in Texas.
Wow.
Since hemp was legal. So you can see the lobbyists like fighting to get those numbers back. And I'll say this, even cotton, right? In the 30s, when they did the Reefer Madness movie to tell people that cannabis was bad, hemp is more sustainable than cotton. It grows faster with less pesticides and
I didn't know
pests.
that.
It's cleaner and it
okay.
feels better, right? So cotton farmers didn't want hemp growing. Also, they didn't, for a whole bunch of reasons, alcohol companies were re-emerging. They didn't want to give us that alternative. So there are other reasons why. So I'm always going to be a person who wants to like put the truth out. And I didn't design the Weed Spot to sell smokables in the beginning. So it was designed for a person like me who wasn't a user of cannabis per se. And I wanted to make it as, easy as possible for somebody who's never tried it, or for those who tried often to come in and find something that they want. So that's why the drinks were the basis of the store. So the coffees, the teas, the juices, whatever it is, lemonades. Oh my God, our lemonades are so good.
Oh, wow.
So I wanted to base it as a beverage coffee shop, tea shop, and juice shop.
Gotcha.
It was later it was quickly though, that we started to add other products because our customers said that they wanted, and it was cancer patients that said that no, smokables are very important because it's the quickest way that the medicine enters our bodies and start to give us relief. So even our customers educating me about certain things, like we adapted. And here we are.
That's beautiful. So how does it feel when you look back over your journey and where you are now, where you want to be? How do you feel right now?
I feel like I haven't done enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm in the process of opening a surplus store called Big Box. I'm excited about it.
Wow.
So, in this economy, we need things, right? And so things don't have to be as expensive. And my mom was like a thrift store, Goodwill, dirt cheap shopper. And so I kind of I did at the time, I hated it, right? But now, just being able to open up a place where people can come get appliances, building materials, electronics,
Whatever you
whatever,
need.
like at really, really good cost. I'm excited about that.
Okay. So when do we have a proposed
So we were supposed to
time frame?
We were supposed to open in January.
Okay.
And then the roof on the building collapsed. Well, not completely. So we had to go back and fix it. So I don't have a date yet.
Okay.
But I'm hoping this summer it'll be open.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be on the lookout for it.
So
Might have to pull up for the grand opening. So we got to get into the music, because that's partly why we're here. I heard some cuts at the listening party. Very good music, talented stuff that you want to hear. Because some stuff you'd be like, I don't want to hear that, but it's actually good music. So so I believe that your new single, or I saw a video for it, Got Over.
I wasn't supposed to drop that yet, but
Powerful though. Checked out the visual.
so
Visual
I was
was
Up
fire.
Late was the one that I was supposed to drop. I
Okay.
think I'm supposed to take Got Over down.
Okay, all right.
So
Well,
I'm
no
probably
trouble.
gonna take that down.
I synced it though. It was good.
So I think that's gonna come later.
All
But
right.
I love the video.
Yeah, it was dope.
So I'm excited about it. But Up Late was supposed to come first. Listen, I'm new to this, y'all. Just I follow directions as much as I can.
That's all right. Everything is changing though. People kind of do it their way now. I feel like it was a way you had to do it before, but So Up Late dropped. I heard that too. So tell us about your inspiration for that record. How did that come about?
I don't know. Have you ever been in a relationship and you're like thinking about like, do I really want to be here or not? And then you looking at the person while you in bed with them sometimes. You just be up late with your eyes open, just
Thinking.
looking while they sleep. Like, do I really want to be here? Yeah, that's that.
Okay,
I've been up late just thinking about it.
it's relatable. I feel like nobody's sleeping right now.
You know,
We all up late.
I
Okay.
know it ain't 3:30 and you just got home.
You just got home, right?
Act like
Let me
I'm
smell you.
You know what? I gotta do all that. I need you to leave. I don't even have time in my day to just try to figure it out. If you don't give me enough peace, where I have peace, I don't need you. Cause listen, I love so hard it'll mess up my life. Like I won't go to work on time. I can't focus while I'm there. I'm missing call. I just no. Like.
Yeah.
We gotta want the same thing, and we gotta be ready for the same thing. If not, if you just want to hang out and call me for dinner every now and again, and we laugh and joke and going about
just
our
do
business,
that.
we can just do that.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, don't wait. Especially somebody like you're a boss, you're running your businesses, you got like somebody, I don't, this is a sensitive conversation because people get canceled for this, but you want somebody on your level and you want somebody that understands you, that sees you, and that is not intimidated by you and what you do and the way that you show up. So that's hard to find sometimes.
Yeah. Even when you think you found it, it's not the real thing.
Yeah.
You peel back a couple layers.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like everything else.
Everything else. Yeah.
So you just have to be careful.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's with everybody. I think in this generation of just social media and we're so visual and people can sell us whatever they want us to believe. And that's where you have to use a lot of discernment and take your time and get to know people. Because I don't care who it is, men, women, whatever, even friendships with women, you have to be careful. Relationships with men and vice versa. Men have to be careful with other men coming in their friend circle and the women they're around. I just think that this is just the age that we live in, that we have so much access to people, right? Something's going on in your relationship, you pull on your phone, you see somebody that look better than your man or your woman, you're like, I ain't got to put up with this. And so, you know what I mean? We have access to so much. But again, I think it's a facade.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
is.
real because quality is not always there.
And social media making everybody get together for looks. But when the people actually get together, they don't really like each other. Like, you like the arm candy, but you don't like the person.
Personality.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a thing too.
I've been on a couple dates and it was just like, you know, you look good.
But I'm
Well,
good
what
on
are
you.
you talking about? What are you talking about? What?
Like, you know what? I gotta
The
get home.
asteroid hit the what? Nah, brother, I'm good.
You said the earth was flat. They just be start talking. You like, wait, what?
Like, you know what? And then, you know, oh my God, don't even get me started. This could be a whole different. This could go
We
way
need a part
left.
two. We need a
Yeah,
part two.
this could go way left because I have some stories for you.
Oh my God! But I saw that you have a talk series. Is that right? You're made.
So it's in progress.
In progress. Tell us about that.
It hasn't aired yet. We're not
Okay.
even done finishing all the episodes. I found out we have to go ahead and do them all at one time, and then we're gonna submit them as a one upload.
Okay.
But it made it's moments, art, dialogue, and expression. And what it is I wanted to tell the story of hip hop. Like how it started and how it became like the #1 musical genre in the world. Like how did we get here? You know what I mean?
Do you think hip hop is facing like a shift right now? Like what people want or what's getting
know
put
what?
out or
Everything evolves and changes, but I can tell you that there's not going to be a time where we're not going to listen to it. When are we going to outgrow it?
never?
Exactly. So with that being said, like I think that we're gonna get back to the artistry of it. I think that we went through the entertainment phase of hip hop where maybe the music wasn't as good, but it's entertaining. But I think that now people want more substance, and there's a place for everything, right? And I think that as we grow, because this is new, right? Hip hop just celebrated 50 years in 2025. So this is new. And as we go through these different phases, I think it's going to evolve and settle. And I think that we'll have different layers in that genre and something for everybody.
Okay. All right. Well, look, if you need a narrator or something for your documentary, holla at your
That
girl.
would be
Okay.
nice.
You know? So before we get out of here, I mean, I feel like I could sit and talk to you for like hours.
I feel like we have so much to talk about.
we do. I know we're gonna have to run.
I'm
this
being
back,
nice
y'all.
though. I'm being so polite. Like the
Look,
real me has
I know
not
you got
popped
it in
out.
you.
Yeah,
I know
it's
you
not,
got it in you.
it hasn't
We gotta
popped
bring it
yet.
on the next time. I'm just messing. But no, I mean when I read, you know, it was like a couple ways that we, you know, this could have went. But I was like, I want people to really tap in with your person, because to me, without knowing you, your accomplishments, and as a Black woman that operates in this entertainment space, in the business space, so when I see others, I'm like, I see you. You know, so I wanted other people to see you. So we ain't getting to
When I've been hiding from that for so long. But you know what? Somebody told me that was very selfish, that because representation matters.
yes.
And they made me kind of rethink my point, because I'm in my little safe box. Nobody knows who I am. I could walk around and, you know, do whatever, and nobody's recognizing me. And, you know, we could have 22,000 people that come through the weed spot every year, right? And none of them know me. You know what I mean? And I could walk in there and nobody, and some employees don't even know me, because I have general managers that handle that. So, you know,
It's a good problem to have.
you know,
Sometimes I wish they know me.
you know what? I stay out
That's
the
a
way.
good problem to
I'm
have.
gonna tell you
Yeah.
why I stay out the way. Because sometimes when you get a little too personal, sometimes you want to know people, but I think sometimes like being young and being black and you know you're around a lot, I think they get used to you. So then it's like, April, can I get an advance on my check, or can I get this, or can I get that? And the lines get a little blurred because I'm such a nice person and I care and I want to help you, but I also know that you wouldn't do that at Walmart because you know it's not a possibility, right? And so I just learned that I have to treat businesses like businesses and run them that way. And that's been through a lot of trial and error. Like I said, being an entrepreneur for 13 years. So I've learned a lot. And so, you know, sometimes I don't want to stay away, but sometimes it's more peaceful to do that.
And safer. You got to protect your peace, protect your energy, and yourself.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am. So, all right. So before we get out of here, April, it's been such a pleasure chatting with you, getting to know you better.
Nice.
But I always like to leave the people with something on my pod because, like we said earlier, everybody's looking for something. So if you can encourage somebody or give some free game or, you know, encourage a young black girl, what would you tell them?
You know what? I would tell someone to really like follow your dreams. Don't be afraid to fail. I say this all the time. We're so scared to fail at things. I failed at so many things. We talk about my successes, right? But I have a whole list of businesses that I could tell you about that did not do well. And that's okay because, you know, one thing happens when you try something and it doesn't work. You either give up or you try harder. And if you continue to try at it, eventually you're going to be successful. So I would tell someone, like, if you tried to open a business, if you tried to do this, it didn't work, that's okay. Just keep trying. And I'm not saying quit your main source of income because the first year I opened my business, I worked 2 jobs and still did my business until I felt comfortable enough where I had enough saved up where I can, you know, support or help support my family. But I would tell people, like, don't ever give up on your dreams. Like, if that didn't work, try another way. I don't want to misquote this, right? So if I'm wrong, y'all don't eat me up. But I want the point to be understood. How many times did Thomas Edison, like, try and fail when he invented the light bulb? I don't know if that was 200 times. I don't remember how many.
It was a crazy amount of time.
But when somebody said, you know, like, you failed at doing this so many times, and he was like, I never failed. I just learned that many times how not to make it. You know what I'm saying? So just keep going. Failure teaches you. Failure is inevitable. We all fail. Right? And that's what separates those who really want it from those who don't. Because if you let a little failure derail you, you don't really want it.
You don't really want it. And you're not willing to do what it takes.
When I opened my first business, this is what I did. I sat down and I looked at myself in the mirror and I was thinking, what's the worst that could happen? Right? The worst that could happen to me at the time was I can lose everything that I have. And me and my kids have to go stay with my mama. That was the worst. That was my rock bottom, right? And I was like, I believe in this so much that I'm willing to do that. It never happened, but I was willing to lose everything. My mama loved me, you know.
And you had a plan.
So, you know what I mean?
Just in case you had a plan. Yeah.
I was like, I'm willing to lose everything, and I'm willing to go stay with my mom if that's what it took. So, you know, it's just all about how bad do you want it.
Shout out to moms for having your back.
Right.
Because that village, even if it's 1 or 2 people, they
Right.
help make it happen too.
Right.
So shout out to Mom Dukes. Man, make sure y'all go check the music. Make sure
really
y'all check the
good.
videos. Okay, the visuals are crazy. Who did the one you're not supposed to have? Because the special effects in it was crazy. Oh, sorry, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Okay.
Y'all, the other one, Up Late. Make sure y'all go get Up Late. Download Up Late. Okay, she's coming with the music. The businesses are popping. I'm just waiting for all the announcements. I'm gonna have to turn on the post notifications so I can keep up with everything that's going on. Before we get out of here, April, please tell everybody your website, your socials, where we can find you and keep up with your movement.
My website, I have two of them, and I don't know what's on which, theaprilondon.com and aprillondonmedia.com. One is about, it hasn't been updated, my first album, and the second one is about the show. And April London Official is my Instagram. As I had said in a previous interview, I got banned on TikTok, so I started a new one. It's The April London, but there's nothing on there yet. And no, I didn't do anything to get banned.
I was about to ask,
No
like,
tea.
wait, do
I
we
just
have
woke
enough
up
time?
one day and couldn't log in.
Do we have enough time to get to
So
that?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it's all good. We're going to keep up with you, though. We're going to follow the movement. Again, April London, y'all, talent, Dallas cultural icon. She's somebody who people are going to look back and say, she was doing it, okay? So make sure y'all tap in, tune in. It's been another dope episode of The Vibe Session. It's your girl, Queen Neffy. Until next time, we out.
Bye.